Again, the temperatures are pretty cool, which the players wouldn't mind. A high of about 21, or that's what it is right now. Luckily, the chance of rain says only 20%, but I believe from my local friends here, who are the icons of cricket in Kenya, that might actually be 0%. That's what we hope. There is a gentle breeze east to west of the ground, 9 kilometers per hour, which will certainly be of interest to the faster bowlers and even as far as the spinners and their drift is concerned. Well, we are just about ready for the pitch report. We are using the center strip this time, and one of the legends of Kenyan cricket, well, he was there some time back, Steve Tikolo, telling us how the pitch may behave for this match today.
Is the second match of the series between Kenya and Nepal, coming live from the Nairobi Gymkhana. The weather conditions are a bit gloomy and overcast, and today's game is being played on a center wicket, which is a fresh wicket. Yesterday we saw the wicket from yesterday had a bit of double pace and a low bounce, but the wicket today looks a bit better. When I go down, it is a bit hard, as you can hear. And looking at it, I'm very confident that today we'll have a very good game, a high-scoring game. If I was the captain, I'd win the toss. I would look to bowl first because of the conditions, the overcast conditions, but the wicket will still stay the same. So I'll be happy to chase. Today is the second match of the series between Kenya and Nepal.
Well, we're happy that Steve thinks there'll be many more runs today. What a beautiful view. I've got Kennedy over here with me. Kennedy, this is just beautiful as we look at the ground here in the middle of the city in Nairobi. And I know it's been the scene of many memorable matches for about 100 years or more, but we're returning to the ground after very long. And I'm afraid it needs a little bit of looking after. I hope you get involved, Kennedy.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, wherever you are, all viewers. Welcome to Nairobi. Thank you, Sharu. Good introduction. We better get into it straight away. Steve spoke about the wicket, and the wicket didn't look a little bit different from the first one yesterday. I think I got it wrong. We were looking at one between 180 and 200. Steve has predicted whether you bet first or bet second, there will not be so much difference. But to the viewers, I think you're going to have another exciting game. Yesterday, quite excited. It went till the wire.
It absolutely did, and Nepal finally walked over the line. As we take a look at the skyline of Nairobi, it's a beautiful city, of course, wonderful weather here right now. No rain, but overcast and fairly cool. What a lovely ground it is. And of course, the Nairobi Gymkhana attached to it has plenty of facilities too, so wherever you are in the world, if you plan to come to Nairobi, the Gymkhana is not such a bad option at all. It's got all sorts of sporting facilities and this magnificent ground. So the Nepal team with their coach Manoj Prabhakar, the Indian bowling legend, in their huddle with a final prayer or two. I think we are just about ready to get to the toss. I was there just a short while back, and for the second T20, here are the two captains. It's going to be sunny this time of the year in Kenya, but where is the sun? Don't even see any blue in the sky. Still very overcast as we start the second match of this 5-match T20 series. Out in the middle, I'm there with the two captains for the second T20. To my right, Shem Goche, captain of the home side, Kenya. To his right, Sandeep Lamichhane, captain of Nepal. And to his right, the match referee, Dennis Angara. Shem, you have the coin. Sandeep, your call. Make it loud. Heads is the call.
Heads it is.
And heads it is. All right. Second time in a row, Sandeep, you won the toss. Nice tight match yesterday. What are you going to do today?
I would love to bowl first again. Wicket looks different, but doesn't have that much of idea about this one. So again, I would love to try.
More because of the pitch or more because of the overcast conditions you want to bowl first?
I don't think it's gonna rain today again, but this wicket is pretty fresh and doesn't look like that it's gonna be changing in the second inning as well. So it's good to have a ball first.
Well, your fast bowlers certainly worked very well yesterday, and the spinners to an extent. Do you see the same thing happening? Any changes in the team?
Yeah, we've got one change. Vivek Yadav is out, and Basir Ahmed is making his debut today. Fast bowlers, I think they've been guns for us so far. They're getting early breakthrough, so it's making job easy for all the spinners and all in the rest of the overs as well.
They started very well yesterday, but the chase was a little erratic. I mean, sort of was happening and then not happening, and you barely walked over the line. So any words with the batting squad?
Yeah, it was first game, and the wicket was not behaving well according what we were planning on the same day. But I think moving forward, all the batters they are pretty much ready with their plans, and definitely they also want to get some scores on the board.
Well, you are right. We don't normally be too critical. It was match number 1, but well played. You lead the series 1-0. Good luck for today.
Thank you so much.
Shem, do join us. No luck with the toss again. You're going to be batting first, but this is your home pitch, and hopefully more runs than yesterday.
Definitely. I think it's a wicket the way we've looked at it as a team and analyzed it. I don't think pretty much is a 180 wicket. So probably looking to get around 145, 155. I think it will be a good total on this wicket.
Well, you've seen the bowling now, and you might be slightly better prepared. So is there any changes in the side?
Yes, we have 2 changes. Elijah Otieno and Nelson Odhiambo goes out. Eugene Ochieng and Emmanuel Ringera are coming in for them.
So are you planning to shore up the batting or shore up the bowling? Which side more?
I would like to come out with both. I think we are capable in doing well in both aspects. So probably it's just for us to be positive and pick up from the positives from yesterday's game.
Well, your spinners certainly worked very well yesterday. Better luck with all the rest. All the best.
Thank you.
So there it is, once again in the second T20. The visiting captain from Nepal, Mr. Lamichhane, won the toss, and no surprises, he's very happy to chase. Well, I wonder if it's an early advantage to the visiting team winning the toss, opting to bowl first. But Kennedy, would you mind batting here? Because Steve did say it's a much better pitch than yesterday, maybe more runs expected.
I think batting first or batting second, it will make a little bit of difference, but it's a T20. So the games will go like that very quickly. But whether you bat first or you bat second, it won't make so much difference. But you bat first, the guys who are going to bowl first, and Nepal will have a little bit of an advantage. It has been overcast the whole day, and there's a little bit of dew, so it may make a difference between bowling first or batting first.
Yeah, well, yesterday the Nepal fast bowlers were right on the mark. Karan was fabulous, Sompal Kami as well. The umpire is about to walk in and start the second T20, which just meant that the runs were very slow to come by for Kenya, and we saw that some of the big hits were missing. The time they tried to go big, they got caught. Perhaps a different plan as we take a look at the playing 11s for Nepal. Lamichhane, the skipper. Mohammad comes in early in the batting order. Dave's there as well. Dipendra played very well yesterday. Irie. Rohit Paudel also a very good bat. Arif Sheikh, again, the keeper. Gyanendra played very well too, and Karan and Sompal were fabulous with the new ball, without question. And they've got Basir today as well. So that's the Nepal 11, and I'll want you, Kennedy, to talk me through the Kenya 11 today. A couple of changes.
Perfect. Couple of changes. We've got in Eugene Ochieng was coming, so he's a good fast young bowler who is quite quick. Their batting still remains the same. The batting is still solid, so I don't see so much different when it comes to the batting. Still Alex goes opening, Alex and Collins, then Irfan in the middle, but we really love Irfan to try and rotate the strike in the middle.
I remember you talking about his different gears yesterday, and he played in first gear almost all the way through. He was pleasing to watch. But in a T20 game, you do have to show other gears, and maybe his skippers had a chat with him, or perhaps you guys saying that Irfan, once you get set, you're a tall boy, you can dance down the track, do whatever you want, maybe sweep. We'll see, because he was there in for a very long time. And today, once again, I wonder if it's a team tactic to have an anchor in Irfan and have everybody else bat around him so there's no crumble. Your thoughts?
I think it's a T20. As much as you want to consolidate in the middle, you should be able to rotate the strike and get the boundaries. And I think if I look at Kenya's team, they've gone with the 2 quickies that they've got, which will make a difference.
Well, the umpire's about to walk in, and tell you what, Kennedy, whatever you pay me, whatever happens, I don't want to be a selector, I don't want to be an umpire, because you never get it 100% right. There's human error, and people sort of really bear down on you very critically if something goes wrong. And yesterday, there were a couple of decisions that were, let's just say, very tough for the umpires, and we thought differently than the umpires yesterday.
And that's why we are sitting up here.
Easy, isn't it?
It's very easy. We can only comment because we get a chance to see it twice. Yeah. The umpire only got a split second to make a decision. But there we go. Here we are at Nairobi Gymkhana. It's going to be quite exciting today. I hope Kenyans give a good fight. And if they can make it 1-1, then we go to the third one as an interesting one.
I agree. I think this is very, very important for the home team, Kenya, to try and fight back, to score a few more runs, And we do talk about the scoreboard pressure. If they get 150, 160, we saw that even Nepal was struggling a bit yesterday. You never know. But we do know that 1-all would be a fabulous score to go into the third match with. And Kenya do have the ability. And they've seen, I suppose, the first match blues, the nerves are all out now. And they really need to come out and show their true potential as we see the Nepal team come out.
Oh, beautiful. We're expecting all this, Sharu. We spoke about the weather. It's opening up, so don't worry. It's going to get a little bit warmer. Yesterday it was very cold, but today it's going to be... The two opening batsmen for Kenya is Alex Obanda and Collins Sobuya.
Well, Obanda wearing a number, so that makes things just a shade tougher. But fortunately, Collins is there with his name and number behind him. He's been there for a very, very long time and is the brother of somebody we know, sitting about a foot to my left.
There we go. Collins is a buy time. He's quite experienced player. He's been there for quite a long time, played for World Cups. Got a whole lot of experience. But it's a high time now. Kenya should really think very hard to try and get the youngsters in. Alex Obanda, equally very experienced.
Now, is Collins your youngest brother out of 5?
Oh, he's the youngest brother. He's our last
baby brother.
He's the baby brother, but he's no longer a baby anymore. He's grown.
Yeah, but why is he not bowling his leggies? Because that was also something he did very well in the past.
Yeah, and it's quite interesting. He really has worked very hard to change from a bowler to a specialist batsman, which was very good. He lost his bowling, but then he got a little bit help from Shane Warne, and then Terry Jenner came in. He was in Australia for quite some time, which made a huge difference on his bowling. So he bowls sometimes, but on these T20s, I think they're playing him as a batsman.
Yeah, well, it's a difficult art, wrist spin, and every once in a while, if you can't land it 5 times out of 6, you could go for plenty of runs. Sandeep Lamichhane, we just caught a sight of the skipper. There he is again. He's a genuine leggy, and he too, at times, he does take wickets because of largely the wrong guns. But he too goes for many. Yesterday, they carted around for quite a few 6s.
Oh, and that's what I wanted to say now. If you're a batsman and you're playing him, stay on your leg stump. So if you stay on your leg stump, the one which comes in, the googly, is the dangerous one. The one which goes away is not as much there because it doesn't turn it as much. But it's the one which comes in, the googly, is what you should be careful of.
Okay, we're just about ready for action. It's going to be Sompal Kami who begins today for Nepal. Yesterday, if I remember correctly, it was Karan KC who began from the opposite end. So this is maybe paying some tribute to the fact that Sompal managed 3 for 22 yesterday, while Karan was not among the wickets, even though he bowled really well. And I'm sure both Collins and
Alex
Obanda will be aware of Sompal Kami's skills. He's not a very tall man, but does bend his back and does get a little bit of movement. Ball 1, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Second T20. Short and wide.
What a start for Collins. It looks a little bit slow from the first ball, but you can't say anything. You can't judge it on the first ball. Shampol just warm up. Maybe he's going to change his gears and warm up and get a little bit quicker. But so far, it didn't look like as if the wicket has got a lot of bounce.
Yeah, so maybe he was a little quicker on that shot and the ball coming a little slowly because of being a loosener, an opener by Sompal Kami. He's got 2 slips, mind you. So he does fancy moving the ball away from the right-hander. Very unusual to see 2 slips in a T20. We saw that yesterday too. And of course, there's a backward point. There's a third man at the boundary. Oh, yes!
What a ball, what a ball. We spoke about him swinging it. He has started straight away. The first ball, I think, was a warm-up. This one's good, right area, and good pace and good bounce.
Wonderful to see. Landed it in a perfect zone, just the ideal spot for it to take off. Plenty of bounce. It thudded into the keeper's gloves. Great carry. Obviously, Sompal can really work up the pace, even though, as I say once again, he's not the biggest of fast bowlers, and we're used to seeing them big. Also a man cover, mid-off, mid-on, and mid-wicket. Oh, inside, that one came in just a shade. And cut the batsman in half. Wow, that's one dangerous delivery.
He's doing what he did yesterday. He swung it well, in and out. The first one went out, this one came back in. It's quite a challenge. It's going to be a good challenge for the 2 opening batsmen.
That one whizzed past between bat and body for Collins Sobuya. And now it will leave them guessing. Is the next one going to move away, come back in, hold its line? Should I play a shot? Should I let it go? Plays a shot.
What a shot.
Unfortunately, straight to backward point. Feels it on the bounce. But that was much better. A sign of aggression, a sign of confidence.
Good shot for nothing. That's what he said.
Well, that's a shame. But
Very good hit, but it just went straight away to point.
Sompal just a shade short on that occasion, giving Colin Zaboya space outside the off stump to throw his bat at it. A handsome square cut. Unfortunately, straight on the bounce to backward square. So the second slip's moved away to gully, as was the field yesterday for the most part.
Yeah, it's changed straight away. I think he thinks he's going to get a little bit of bounce and get another gully.
Oh, another fiddle outside the off stump by Colin Zaboya. Not huge bounce on that occasion, although it was bowled a little short. But Collins just hung his bat out, offering no shot, and been terrible had he got a nick.
He's been bowling it well. He's making him guessing. He's bowling it in. He's bowling it out. So as a batsman, that's the hard thing. And it's quite hard for you to pick it up, whether he's going to go in swing or out swing.
Last ball of the over, no runs yet. And that's how it'll stay. Brilliant delivery, moving away from the right-hander. The best of the lot. Colin Zaboya lucky again not to get a touch to it. First over gone. None for none. About ready for the second over from the opposite end, and it is going to be Big Karan KC bowling. He was fabulous in the first over, particularly yesterday. Just back a length, lots of bounce and carry to the keeper, and of course movement away from the right-hander. So I feel for Abanda a bit, because no run scored off the first over, and even in this, it could be a severe test.
It's going to be an interesting one. Yesterday bowled very well also. Both the seamers bowled very well initially up the order. The only thing the Kenyans can do now is they should not get wickets. Don't give out wickets. Just try and hang in for a little bit. It's a dry spell, but if you stay for a while, you'll get runs.
He's a big boy, Karan, very heavily muscled. Puts a lot of shoulder into his deliveries. There were two slips to begin with, but Karan has opted to have the second slip move away to gully. Second over. Throws his bat at it. There should be a third man, and taken. Well, Karan strikes off the very first delivery. Second over of the second match. The ball flying straight to the third man fielder, somewhere close to the boundary. And Obanda will feel he's very unlucky.
I think the chest is going quite far. Very, very, very far from it. Look at where it is. I said to go over extra covers, but no chance, because I don't know, because of the pace that's landed on that area. And very well taken and good catch.
Well, this is terrible now for Kenya, losing their first wicket for no score. Was a rather easy catch, just moved a few feet to his right and took it quite easily. Karan striking today in his very first delivery, and I have to say that that ball was meant to be hit. It had plenty of space outside off. Just unlucky that it carries to the only fielder in the outfield on the offside.
Quite unlucky from Alex. In comes Karim. We need to consolidate a little bit, and I found it yesterday. The Nepalis found it very hard to bowl a left-hander and a right-hander. So I think this will help a little bit from the bowlers to change their line and to try and bowl to Ifan on the off stump and to Collins on the other side of the wicket. So that will make it a little bit more harder.
And for this man too, Asif, to wicket keep, when there's a left and right, you got to move a lot. You never know when there's going to be a wide. Karan, I think, loves bowling to right-handers, moving the ball away. But to the lefty, and he bowled quite a bit to Irfan yesterday, I don't think he bowled particularly well. And every once in a while, he did bowl it down leg, which is to a lefty, of course, a wide. So maybe, unless he can correct his line, we'll see a couple of wides.
Looks like, unless he was trying to tuck him in, but it all ended up on the leg side. So if you get his line up today, it's going to be a good one.
So once again, for Kareem, a slip and a gully. Oh, well bowled.
What a start. What a start from Karan. It's got it right on the spot, right in the middle area where I wanted it to pitch it up. And now there's a little bit of pressure. That's what I'm saying. How do you absorb the pressure? It's Collins and Irfan can absorb the pressure, then it will open up towards the end. We have seen it's on a 160, 170 wickets. A 140, 150 wickets is a good one to defend.
Yeah, they got 130 yesterday, and we thought there was a time they might even have ended at 115, but there was a late flurry. Some big sixes hit towards the end by the Kenyans. Ooh, the ball slips out of his hand. Karan, that's a little unusual. Happens though.
It does happen to the best also.
Yeah, Karan with an embarrassed smile. There he is, just about ready, and then maybe it hit his thigh while he was trying to bowl. And Irfan Kareem can see the lighter side of that, and he'll have to re-bowl that.
Oh, good again. It drifts on the leg side, and we spoke about it yesterday for him to go to a left-hander. Oh, Irfan is in trouble. Oh, no. Good running in between the wickets. Very, very good running between the wickets. So, Irfan would have dragged his bat through.
Yeah, well, I like that because the second was on. Remember yesterday, Kennedy, we were on commentary, and I was a little, if I may use the term, critical of Kenyans not running the twos whenever they had the opportunity. Today, I think the management has had a chat. And Irfan Kareem was certainly fairly keen to take the second, although he's not the quickest between the wickets. He's a tall man. Made it quite easily in the end. It's just the commitment that you need to offer for the double. Once again, drifting down leg. And yes, what did I say? A wide. Because Karan does like bowling to right-handers. I think this is something he doesn't enjoy.
And that is the challenge. And that's a good thing that the Kenyans have done. For Irfan to come one down, it'll definitely make a different change on his line and length.
Yeah, I'm sure Manoj Prabhakar in the Nepal dugout, their coach, will not be too pleased at the ball drifting down leg, giving a couple of runs the last ball. This time a wide, he'll have to re-bowl that. But of course, there is compensation. He's got a wicket off the very first delivery of his spell. So there is that. Much better. Better line. And a good call by Kareem.
And that's more what you want to see more. Try and get in singles, try and rotate the strike, make the bowler change his line every ball. That will be very, very important. If a boundary comes in, it's always a bonus and it creates the pressure back to the bowler.
Collins, who faced a torrid over from Sompal Kami to begin with, could barely get back to ball. He was lucky he didn't edge it. Well, now, once again, have to face Karan, who loves the outswinger. Slip in a gully. Both waiting for the edge.
And he loves to bowl to the right-handers as well. So it's good. It's going to be a good line for him. If he can get in the good areas, beautiful.
Correct. Now he will give space outside the off stump. And does Collins Obuya go big? Does he flash his bat? It got Obanda in trouble. What will Obuya do? Oh, hooks it. Fabulous. One bounce and four. Fine pull shot. Great confidence. It was short. Was set for the hit, and Obuya played it magnificently.
And that's what I say. That's what I'm saying. The wicket is a little bit slow. It's on a slower side a little bit. It bounces short, but the ball just sat in there. If I look at the position of Collins, for a youngster, that's a good shot that he played. Oh, it goes
yes.
Again extra. One bounce, second bounce, gone for 4 runs. Another beautiful shot.
He almost kicked a goal there, that third man, but he was a shade late. So back-to-back boundaries to end the over for Collins Obuya. Things beginning to look better for Kenya, 12 for 1 after 2.
Putting a lot of pressure on Karan. That was very good. He started very well. He started with fast ball. He got a wicket. And then since then, Collins and Irfan Kareem has definitely been on top of him. If they can keep on rotating the strikes, and that's what I say. We said it earlier, left-hander, right-hander, and it makes a big difference. You've got to be a very sharp bowler for you to be able to get those areas correctly.
Yeah, well, you took the words out of my mouth. I was about to repeat the same thing, saying a lot of people watching the game might wonder, well, you know there are right and left combinations, and you should be able to adapt easily because you're a major international cricketer. You have had so much experience. But it is just a shade more difficult than you think it is, because every once in a while, just especially for the faster bowlers, they're trying so hard, they're bending their backs, they're putting their shoulders in, and every once in a while they do go offline. Sompal Kami beginning his second over. Oh, flirting outside the off stump. Lucky there, Kareem, not to get an edge.
I think Sompal is deceiving them with the way he looks small, but it looks as he's generating more than everybody's expecting. For me, you can't really tell that he's going to get to generate that kind of pace. But he's been bowling good lines, he's swinging it, and with a decent pace that is challenging the batsman with.
He's got a wonderful, very fluid action, runs in almost from the 30-yard circle, sprints in, works up a lot of pace, bends his back, and also good bowling release mechanism. Of course, Manoj Prabhakar has been talking to us about how he's been working very hard on the leading arm position to be able to settle down and get a little bit of movement as well in whichever direction you wish. So Sompal, of course, was a good bowler. He's becoming better by the day.
As you mentioned, Manoj Prabhakar, very good swing of the ball himself. He did it very, very, very well. So he's got all the experience to pass it on to the young guy.
Now, can Sompal bring it back in? Oh, again, cutting it across the left-hander. And I'm glad to see that Irfan Kareem is actually throwing his bat, even though he was very far away from it, no foot movement. But just signs of aggression which were missing yesterday, Kennedy.
I think, and that is what is very, 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 very important. I think they have had a word with the coach, and they said you got to play positive. It doesn't matter what happens, but you got to be positive. And the signs today looks very, very, very good.
There is a third man and a fine leg, the two boundary riders. Again from the middle of the bat, but straight to cover.
You got to be more patient. Be patient. Irfan is bowling in good areas. He's not giving anything away. He's swinging the ball. It's still a new ball. 1 or 2 overs will not hurt you as much. And you've got big hitters towards the end. Sachin can hit it very well. Rakep Patel is a big hitter in the middle order. Then towards the end, Lucas can come and give you what he did yesterday. Jam there. You land in at 140, 150, what you're looking for.
Yeah, there was evidence yesterday of how Kenya can accelerate towards the end with the bat. They probably need to do that again today because the start has been, well, for the moment, average. Sompal on the cusp of bowling 2 maiden overs. The first was, and this one 4 dots now, 2 balls to go. Kareem really needs to get something out of this one. Oh, on the pads. No real appeal by the bowler particularly. The keeper was interested. We'll take another look.
If you look at where the keeper is going, it all tells you all. There you go. He's going towards the leg side, so there's no chance of NBW.
Yeah, but he does bring the ball in, which is, of course, again going to confuse Kareem. And if he keeps landing it at the same spot, bringing it in, moving it away, gets very difficult to play shots.
Paul has been doing a good job. He's in good areas, consistent to both left-handers and right-hander.
Has a slip. Last ball of the over. Can it be 2 maidens in a row? Oh, straight to cover. So 2 maidens for Sompal Kami. Brilliant start for him. The Kenyans remain 12 for 1 after 3.
Diego is really putting a lot of pressure on Paul. He's got his ball good areas with good pace, backed by very good fielding. He's giving nothing away at all. So if he keeps on in that area, then it creates a little bit of pressure. But for Kenyans, it's you've got to absorb the pressure a little bit more for another 1 over or 2 overs. Then you can definitely change a little bit of your gears. If you have got 1 and the person change the gears, now is Collins to try and get, if they can get another 1 bound on this over, it's going to be very good.
Well, he certainly did very well to get consecutive boundaries of the last 2 balls of Karan's previous over. One was short, pulled away, and one slashed away to point. Yeah, that's very well played. Got on top of the ball. Well in control, Collins Abuya.
That's that's what you were asking yesterday. Now today, at least they're really sprinting in between the wickets, which is good. And they're playing positive. If you play positive, you make the ball also think a little bit.
And all the fielders are aware, and put some pressure on them. You can get a second anytime. Just make them work harder in the field. Karan now again with the test, bowling to the lefty, Kareem.
Left-hander, right-hander combination, always very dangerous. Ganguly, Tendulkar, huge.
The two brothers, I think, are together. Arif, the keeper, Asif at first slip. Nice to have your brother at first slip in international cricket, if you're the keeper.
So there's a lot of pressure, there's nothing to talk about. Everybody's concentrating, and normally it's worse when one of you drops the catch.
Oh, no, no. We don't want to drop catches. But yeah, you know, talk about home, saying, hey, listen, so how's the family, what's going on, and what about what we ate last night and whatever else. You know, family chatter behind the wicket. Goes high, and he doesn't quite get a lot of bat to it, but they should certainly take two, perhaps even three. Maybe not. But good to see signs of aggression. I say that again from Irfan Kareem. Didn't quite catch it from the middle of the bat, but got away easily, crossing the infield.
And that's what I'm saying. The wicket's a little bit, it's not coming to the bat, so you got to wait a little bit more before you play your strokes. You played it a little bit earlier, so it looks like the ball is stopping a little bit and coming to you, but it still managed to get in the infield and got 2 runs.
Yeah, well advised to keep it along the ground. I don't think he enjoys playing it in the air, Kareem. Tries the hook, doesn't time it. He'll get the single.
I like his positive today. He's more positive. He's looking to run hard. He's hitting it nicely. He's trying to make the bowler think a little bit. And if they can do like this, they'll create pressure on the bowling attack.
Yeah, they've allowed Sompal Kami 2 maidens in a row in international T20. I think that's extremely rare. We'll check.
That's already 12 dot balls that you've already Nepal has already got, which is very good for Nepal.
Karan, 2 deliveries left. Collins has been severe. Asif wants the run. The bail fell. Oh no, this is terrible. While going back and trying to play that little drop towards point, looks like Collins just slid a bit, and his shoe touched the stump. The bail fell off. This is tragic.
Oh, I think that's shocking, seriously. I think he went back to try and clear the room. Let's see where it goes from here, because I didn't hear anything. Oh,
yeah.
No.
His right foot just about clipped the off stump. The bail fell off. The fielders ran in to point that out to the umpires, and of course Collins knew straight away that he was in trouble.
And there's not so much pace to really push them back.
Yeah, what a shame. Anyway, Kenya now 16 for 2.
And that's the end of Collins Obuya. And here comes in Rakep Patel. But before that, let's have a look at this. Steps back. Oh, he went too much back. He went too much back. He was expecting the short ball.
Yes, he was. He was hoping for a pull, which he did very handsomely in the previous over. But he should be very upset with himself, because that really, you see it very rarely in international cricket. This hit wicket thing, I haven't seen it for a long time. Maybe he skid a bit, but it looked very embarrassing.
Very shocking. I always see that whenever there's a quick bowler, whenever the genuine quick bowler, Shoaib Akhtar, Brett Lee, when they used to bowl and they push you really behind. So by you going behind, the chances of you stepping on the wicket are very high. But I don't see enough pace to really push him behind so they can step on the way. Unless he was predetermined for that short ball, and then he bowled it on the length, and that was pushed him more back.
What a shame, though, because he wasn't planning to play an aggressive shot at all. He was just dropping it towards point for the single, and they did try and take the single till the fielders brought it to the attention of the umpire that a bail had fallen. Ah, well, Kenya losing their second wicket just when Collins Obuya was, along with Kareem, I must add, looking to be aggressive, looking to increase the flow of runs. New man in now. Rakep, slip, and a gully for him. Oh, a flash outside off. No real commitment there. Karan ends yet another over. 2 wickets today for Karan, none for Sompal, but 2 maidens for Sompal. 16 for 2.
And that we talk about partnership, that is what we call all partnership is all about. Partnership is batting, partnership in bowling. They've been bowling very well, both of them. One is creating pressure, the other one is picking up wickets.
Yeah, well, I think one's bowling really well. Sompal, no wickets. Karan, a little wayward, sometimes short, sometimes giving room outside off. Guess what? 2 wickets.
That's what we call partnership. The Lord said earlier, good bowling partnership. He's been creating pressure and forcing everybody to try and do something on the other side. But he's bowled it well, Sompal. He's kept it nice and tidy.
Well, I wonder how you take it. They're giving Sompal a 3rd over in a row, hoping, of course, that if he can strike once more at the top, then getting the top order out for Kenya might lead to a huge advantage.
And I was saying the Kenyans didn't play spin very well yesterday, so that's getting more worried. Collins is a good player of spin. Rakeb is also a very good player of spin. Sachin plays it very well. So still got hope. But can they land to a respectable score, something they can defend? They tried to defend yesterday 130.
Well, they didn't do too bad a job. Of course, it was Nepal's first match, so they were also a little tentative. But good to see Kareem more aggressive today. And he goes again. Unfortunately, couldn't quite find the timing. Goes to the skipper, Lamichane at mid-off. No timing there at all.
I like his lines in the area. He's bowling it well. He's bowling to the left, especially when it changes, when the batsmen change. He's keeping it still on the good areas. And he's not mixing it up. He's not trying to bowl a bouncer. He's not trying to bowl a short ball or a yorker. He's just bowling it just nice, decent area.
Well, you make a good point. He's keeping it simple, Sompal. And finally a run. The first run of Sompal Kami with a little push towards mid-wicket. That's much more Kareem's game, though. And he's happy not to play an aggressive shot, just push it round, takes an easy single.
Yeah, with the wicket falling on that side, you need to consolidate a little bit. Rakeb is a stroke maker also. Can hit the ball if Irfan can hang on for a little bit. Absorb the pressure, guys. That's all it's all about.
Still an aggressive field for Rakeb, who just walked in, slip and gully back in place. Point, cover, mid-off. Yeah, it puts a fair amount of bat. Moves his weight well with the ball, with the bat. Nice little on drive for Rakeb. Good to see that he's positive, confident straight away.
It's a very good bat. He can bat. He can play very, very well spin and pace as well. His balance is good. More confident he is. Fan Karim just trying to rotate the strike. Was trying to squeeze in a boundary somewhere.
Turns it away very smartly done. Of course, there is a third man, the ball bouncing on towards him. I'm still a little concerned about the outfield, not quite as smooth as we tend to find in international matches, but I'm sure they'll look after it better and better as bigger cricket returns to the Nairobi Gymkhana.
Yeah, definitely 100%. We've missed international cricket, and thanks to Nepal coming for a tour in Kenya and a full tour with their full side. Quite exciting. So we're hoping that we'll have a big crowd tomorrow, on Sunday, sorry.
Last ball of the over. It's full. Oh, Sompal Kami had a chance. And it was bouncing along, spinning a bit. Mid-off should have held it easily. But a misfield there for absolutely no reason. So a catch missed, a misfield as well. They take 2. That could easily have been the 3rd wicket for Kenya. There it is again.
There you go. Good hit. It's just a good hit. He picked it up nicely, but for the fast bowler, because you're bending down, it's not easier to take the catch.
I'm going to take a short break and have Steve Tikolo join you.
On 8, Rakeb is on 3, but they're both good players. St. Paul is right on top, Karan is right on top. Oh, Irfan, what a shot from Irfan. Good one. Good extra cover. Good shot for 4 runs. Excellent shot.
Yeah, that's a good shot from Irfan. Today he looks a little bit positive. There's intent there. Ball was pitched up to him, and he just went through the shot. That's a good shot from him.
And that's good. They're putting pressure on Karan now, especially him being a left-hander. They're finding it hard to bowl to him on a left-hand, right-hand combination. Oh, another good shot from Irfan. 1 bounce, 2 bounces for 4. Good shot, Irfan. That's what I want to see. Balls in on your half, go for it, Irfan.
Lovely shot there again. I think Irfan is trying to use the power play. This is the last over of the power play. He wants to maximize it. And the sun is out at the Nairobi Gymkhana. Hopefully things can go better for the Kenya team.
We have been missing the sun. It's supposed to be the hottest time of the month, Steve. We haven't seen it for a while. Good one, Irfan. He's been middling it well. He's played positive. If the ball on his half, he's definitely gone for it. Oh, another good shot for no run. He's watching the ball, which is very good. Be positive. That's what we want to see.
Today he really looks intent. Yesterday he played a little bit slow, but today he looks like he has changed gears, which the Kenya team requires. We've been slow in the power plays. Hopefully, we can maximize this last over.
Started well, 4-4 dot. As long as you're attacking, you're creating pressure. Oh, good fielding. Good change of pace. Ball a slower ball. Irfan picked it up very well. Good hit. Good fielding. They're moving in well in between.
The Nepal opening bowlers have been very impressive so far. They bowled yesterday very well. Today again they've done the job for their team. As Karan bowls his 3rd over to complete the power play session.
Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Good pace and good bouncer. Unfortunately, it's over there. Irfan's head. It counts as a wide ball and fast one for the over. But very, very, very good, Steve. Those are the bouncers you love to see.
Yeah, and Irfan, I don't think was expecting it. The way he swayed out of the way. That was a good ball.
Ball. What a ball. That's the area you got to ball it. Especially once you're putting with the front foot and it's gone over the top, that's the area that you've got to ball. Another change of pace, good slower ball. Very, very, very good ball. He's mixing up now nicely. He has realized that they'll try and go over. They tend to attack him more. So he's got to have his change of pace, bouncers, slower ball. This is current last ball. Oh, good shot. Good shot from Irfan. Already picks up a single. Very, very, very good shot. And that's a very good over for Kenya with 2 boundaries. And the score is 30-2.
End of the first power play. Kenya 30-2. Once again, the opening bowlers have done a good job for Nepal, picking up those 2 wickets. I think it has slowed the Kenyan run rate in the power play.
That I'm saying, so they've lost Alex Obanda-Konsubua, who are a huge striker of a new ball. But if you ask me, Steve, I think they've recovered well. 30 runs in the first power play. And now the big challenge comes in spin, which is going to be, it has always been a big challenge for Irfan. So if he can pick, he can pick 1 and 2s and try to squeeze boundary, sweep, step out, do something, get 1 or 2, at least 6, 7 runs and over will make a difference.
The bowling change from the city end is Pawan Saraf, who's an off spinner, bowling to the left-handed Irfan Karim.
Pawan bowled very well yesterday, Steve.
Yes, he did. And this is a good matchup, the off-spinner to the left-hand batsman.
Oh, what a start. What a start. Start with the dot ball.
Straight away on the money.
Good one, fine. Runs the first one hard. Can he get the second one? Try to push. No, no, no. Oh, it's still, oh, nearly. There's a chance to get a second one, but never run on a misfield. They pick a single.
This is the period now the Kenyan batters need to rotate the strike more. Yesterday we saw they played so many dot balls. This is the period where now you need to rotate the strike and get the odd boundary.
They're running hard nicely, which is good. Sprint. Good ball, good ball. It's a dot ball. And a little bit of bounce on that one, Steve.
And he also got a appreciable turn.
Yeah, easy one. Had this sprint hard. The single. The good thing with Rakeb, Steve, if he stays in here, he can accelerate to the spinners because he hits it well when the spinners are bowling to him. It's a very good strike of spin bowling. Good route. Pawan is not giving Ifan room at all, completely. But if you look at the field placing for him for Ifan, Steve, if Ifan can sweep it, the fine leg is not that finer, so you can squeeze in a boundary there. Shot, good shot.
Good shot from
very,
Rakeb.
very good shot from Rakeb. Steve, 4 runs.
Yes, he just waited on it and played the late cut between backward point and point. Very good execution there by Rakeb Patel.
And talking of a very good shot, Steve, from Rakeb Patel, late cut brings Kenyan score to 37-2. This is a good start, Steve. Lost wicket in the middle, good recovery in the lost wicket in the initial area. 2 openers gone. The middle order consolidating well, and the Fan Karim is playing more positive today.
And these two need to look to build up a good partnership for the later order batsmen to come in and play the big shots. These two are crucial for Kenya.
And it looks like there's change of bowling. Very fine. If you can get it consistently on those areas, will make a difference. Just keep on bowling it. Ideally bowled yesterday, bowled well, so they've changed the seamer to a seamer, Steve. This bowling first change is going to be a good one, but for Kenyans it's good for Ifan if the left-hander are bowling to him. As a left-hander, so the right-hander, the right-hander would bowl to him, it's much easier. He's gone round, he's want to tuck him up. He's already opened the field, mid on, mid off down, deep cow corner, extra covers. Oh yeah, that's what they've decided. If they're going to tuck him in, they're not going to give him room at all to free his arms. Is it easier for a left-hander when people ball in your legs? So it's easier to clip it.
Yeah, it depends. With Karim is more of an offside player, but still the ball coming onto your pads, it's easy to clip it leg side.
Oh, good shot for no run. Good shot, good fielding. There's a good shot, but not good placement. The good thing is he's showing them intent, Steve. He's showing them he's ready to take them on. Attila started well, 2 dot balls already.
Chance of a run out. That was a good run there by the Kenyans. Today the running in between looks like it has improved from yesterday, which is good to see. They need to hustle in and put the fielders under pressure.
They're running hard. That's what we want to see. Fan Karim, 2 dot balls, and it's squeezed in a single. Bring in Rakeb Patel. Adil has been bowling it well. But stay there. Just bowling on those good areas. Create pressure. Swing and a miss. Try to chase the ball, which is quite wide away from him. Is it called fishing, Steve?
There was no fit movement there, so just hung his hands out there.
Seven overs, 38. It's been a hard work for batsmen.
Shot.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot from Rakeb. Took it from outside off stump towards the leg stump and a good boundary. Well deserved 4 runs.
And this is what Rakeb can do. He's a dangerous player once he gets going. He's got a good eye, good hands. Picked it from outside off stump.
Oh, Steve on the boundary, the young man. Hope he's okay. Picks on the leg again, runs the first one as hard as he can. Can he come to the second one? No, he can't. 1 run.
That's good cricket. After a boundary, pick a single, go the other side.
And that's what we want to see more of Kenyans. Try and squeeze in a boundary. Very good shot from Rakeb. Unfortunately, the young boy has been hit. I hope he's okay. And that brings us to the end of the over, and the score is 43 for 2. Yeah, good again. Spinners are still in. Rakeb has decided to take on the Sima. Yeah.
As we see, spectators keep coming in, and it's a good thing that they come in good numbers to support both the teams.
Yeah, it's been a while since we got in international games. We'll keep on repeating this. It's nice to have the games back at Nairobi Gymkhana, especially in Kenya. It's a beautiful country. You haven't gone to the national park and seen wildlife. Sharu, so much interested in cricket. We've got a lot to offer in this country. Lots to offer. Okay, good ball. Dot ball. Pawan is bowling it tight, Steve, off spinner. I thought it was going to be the easier one to hit for a right-hander, but it's ended up to be very tight. Try to play a reverse sweep. Still no chance. Still bowled a dot ball. So 4 dot balls or 3 dot balls already. Something has got to give on this ball now. Something definitely has got to give. Good running again. Squeezing a single. 1 still ball good areas. Not giving Rakeb room at all to try and get underneath. He's changing his side, Steve Pawan. He's bowling to the right hand, he's bowling on this other side, or left hand on this other side. No run. Still 1 run of that over, and that's we spoke about it yesterday, Steve. The middle overs, that was where the crucial part was. They couldn't pick up 1s and 2s. Douglas dot ball.
Finishes
Pressure.
over very well with a dot ball. Again, we keep saying Kenyans must look to rotate the strike more, especially these middle periods. Use your feet, calm down the wicket. We saw the Nepalis doing it yesterday. Play the sweep shot, play the reverse so that you disturb the line and length of the bowler.
You're talking about line and length. That is the end of the over, and the score is 44 for 2.
And we see a bowling change from the Forest Road end. The captain himself, Sandeep Lamachani, comes on with Kenya 44 for 2 after 9 overs.
And he's a very good bowler, very canny. He's mixing it up very well. But his strength is the googly. So if you're playing him, be careful of the googly.
Kenyans must have seen him yesterday, so I'm sure they must have sat down and said, he's the main bowler. How are we going to play him? They must have come up with a plan.
Yeah, definitely. They should have come. It's the second game, so there's no... The good thing in this T20, there's no time. You got to get on with it, see what is happening, and apply it straight away. Yesterday ball from our end, Steve. Today's bowling from the Forest Road end. And he got Rakeb yesterday. Can Rakeb pick him up today? Oh, tried to sweep. Rakeb was trying to sweep him. Was it from the bed, Steve, or from the bed?
Looked like it was a leading edge from the bat. Toe of the bat.
And that's one thing, okay, if you can just hold on a little bit, let him bowl 1 or 2 overs. Oh, Rakeb goes right there. On top of Gymkhana. Good shot. 6 runs for Rakeb. What a shot.
Picked it up very nicely outside the off stump. Again, the Kenyans are showing intent today, which is very good to see.
And if you see Rakeb, he doesn't... The good thing when you're playing a slog sweep, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's a googly or not a googly. Good shot and good piece of fielding. Oh, it looked like as if they are appealing for it. But if you look at the reaction of the fielder straight away, he picked up the ball and he was trying to shoot at the stump. That tells you it's not out at all. Otherwise, he could have celebrated straight away. He's still looking for a run out. Rakeb tries to go over the gate. Oh, again, he's going to squeeze another boundary. Yes, it is. 4 runs from Rakeb.
This time looking to play the slog sweep. Gets the bottom edge to fine leg for a boundary.
He's putting pressure on Sandeep completely. He's telling him, you ball, I'll go after you. Is that a free hit? Or was it 4 runs? Or is it changed? Oh, no, it's a change of side. He's bowling round. He's definitely putting pressure on him. He's not giving him a chance at all. Oh, it was not a wicket. It was a free hit. He missed it. Oh, we should have got a boundary. So there's a 6. There's a dot 6 no ball. Looks up a single.
It's been a good over so far for Kenya. Picking 11 runs off it.
So far, still 11 with 1 ball to go. 12 would go with 1 ball to go. 12 runs, 1 ball to go, and the main bowler. Oh, if one picks a single, makes it 30 runs and over. That's a very, very, very good over from the Kenyans, and Rakeb has really capitalized and put a lot of pressure on Sandeep. Finished the end of the over, and the score 57 for 2. And as I'm leaving the legend is taking over. Sharu.
Sharu, both these two batsmen have shown intent in this middle period.
So good to see from Kenya's behalf, because Rakib has come in with a lot of aggression, and I'm most surprised with Irfan Karim, because he's a different man from yesterday.
They must have sat down and said, guys, we need to be a bit positive.
Well, whatever they told him has, has really worked, because ever since he came, he has been looking for more runs, looking to be more aggressive. And they've run their singles a lot better, they've run their runs a lot better. So there's all sorts of improvement. I'm afraid the total's not fabulous yet, 58 for 2 after 10. But we know they can accelerate towards the end. So hopefully another 130, 140.
140 would be good for Kenya. 140, 150 would be a competitive score. We saw yesterday 130 was on the lower side.
Oh, see, there you go. You run quicker. There's always a chance of putting pressure on the fielder. Just a bit of a wobble there, and they take the second. Much better by Kenya in many respects. They have lost also only 2 wickets, so plenty of wickets in the bag. And after this, there will be 9 overs. Maybe they'll be quiet for another over or 2. Goes big. Over extra. I think he was planning to go straighter, but they'll take it. A 1 bounce 4 for Rakib. He's been very aggressive and it's paying for him in Kenya.
Nice to see this.
Dances down the track. Was hoping to go straighter for a 6. Slightly on the outside half of the bat. Goes for a 4 instead over extra. And now the reverse. Does it go through? Yes, it does. Got a hand to it, the short third, but it may run all the way to the boundary. I think it's just pulled back. Very well done. I think they'll run 3. That's the way to do it. The crowd here at the Nairobi Gymkhana, Steve, appreciating this improved display by the local team.
Definitely, yeah. Good to see. They've hustled, they've run in between the wicket very well. They've been positive with their stroke making.
And Pawan, who was very tight to begin with, has suddenly given 10 runs already in the over, last ball. And Asif also dances down. That could go to hand, and it does. Well, Irfan Karim, mentioned his father's name. Irfan Karim finally dances down the track, tries to continue with his aggressive intent. I don't think he likes hitting big, I'm not so sure, but didn't quite get a big piece of that. Went straight to mid-wicket for a relatively easy catch. Karim gone.
He's not a player who plays the big shots. He's a touch player. But again, you're playing the T20, sometimes you're forced to take those hitting options. He goes down on one knee, hits it up in the air, and a good catch taken there.
Yeah, it was a good catch. I think he misjudged it for a while, thought it was going to be a lot bigger, and stayed more towards the boundary, then suddenly realized it was dropping on him. And the fielder then raced forward to have to dive forward, tumble a bit to take that catch, but it was a good one. So Kenya lose their 3rd wicket, 67 for 3.
And the new batsman in is Sachin Budia. Yesterday he showed a glimpse of himself where he played the reverse sweeps and the conventional sweep. And he looked good yesterday. Hopefully he can continue with that today for the Kenya team.
He did well. Mitch. That's well done.
Sandeep continues with his 2nd over. And Rakib turns him round the corner for a single.
Rakib's batting really well, I've got to admit. Sort out this microphone problem here. He's chiefly responsible, Rakib, for pushing the score along. Batting really well on 35.
Oh, that's a good stop. Good stop by Sompa Kamal.
Yeah, Sompal Kami, of course, bowled really well. 2 maidens on the trot before he runs away on the 3rd. And injured his finger trying to take that return catch.
That's high in the air and oh, catch taken there. Rakib goes out. Tried to play the big shot towards deep mid-wicket and was taken in the deep. Kenya 69 for 4 in the 12th over.
That's a shame from the Kenyan standpoint. He was going along so well, out for 35. The standout innings of the match so far. Nice catch, moving smartly to his left.
The incoming batsman is Nehemiah Odhiambo, replacing Rakib Patel, who looked positive and scored a good-looking 35.
Very impressive knock by Rakib, I have to say. And of course,
it's been a good comeback over by Sandeep Lamichhane after going for 13 runs in his first over. He's picked up a wicket. Bowling to Nehemiah. Starts with a dot. Picks a single, places it between point and covers, picks a single. Kenya 70 for 4 in the 12th over. Sandeep Lamichhane finishes his second over. Have 2 new batters on the crease. Kenya need to look for another partnership with these 2 if we have any chance of getting a score that is close to 140, 150.
well, all of a sudden they've lost 4 wickets, which is a bit of a problem because I know they have a little spare, that's for sure. Yesterday they came out and a couple of them hit some really good shots. Remind me who though, apart from Budia here.
There's Lucas Oluoj.
Oluoj. Yeah, he really stepped it on, didn't he? Also bowled well, we have to admit.
Had a good day yesterday, Lucas Oluoj, with the bat and the ball.
So Bashir comes in now for Nepal. It's one of the changes, I think, today. Bashir Ahmed. Left arm slow, left hand bat as well. Now this is going to turn the ball away from the right-handers. I think they kept him away as long as Kareem was there because the ball would be coming into him. Middle of the bat, but no runs. Let's see the offside field on the inside. There's a short third, the skipper himself, I think. Backward point. And man in the covers, very close, about 15 yards away. Ooh. Big swing and a miss.
Second dot ball there. These dot balls create pressure on the batters.
And of course, both of them are still new to the crease, so we'll have to be a little patient. But T20 is brutal. 2 or 3 balls and you got to hit you've got to basically hit the ground running. Slightly short. Deserved to be cut for a boundary, but only for one as the cover sweeper comes in. And that brings Sachin Budial. He's just walked in, so I wonder if he's also going to be pushing it around for a while. Also, there's a left-arm orthodox. Always tricky. You don't have this. It's a slider coming in, an armour, or is it going away? Best to just be a little more patient. Oh, well done. Towards extra cover. But Kami runs across from long off. They will take 2. Nice shot. Pleasing cover drive.
That was a good one. Just leant into it and used his hands to guide it through covers.
Just beat the man inside the ring and was racing away, but Sompal Kami is quick on his feet. He's at long off. Oh yes, reverse. That will fetch a boundary. Very adventurous, we've got to say, Budia. You mentioned he was doing that yesterday and did it again today, pretty early in his innings. Well, when you pull it off, it looks fantastic. When you don't, people always say, why?
It's a good shot. I think he plays it very well. We saw that yesterday, just reverse cupping the hands into the vacant area over backward point.
Short, cut away, spanked. The cover sweeper will get to it. Another 2, turning out to be a good over now.
Yes, Budia. To get to 140, 150, they need to look at 10 runs per over. Boundaries have been difficult to come by. So with 7 overs to go, probably again, we're looking at a score of 130 like yesterday.
I think yesterday Nepal were a little circumspect. First match, they're taking a little easy. Today they might get to that 130 unless the bowling's really sharp for Kenya. So 140 at the very least is what Kenya should be looking at. Odhiambo tries to go big, down on one knee, but only to long on.
One bounce.
I'd be interested to see how Budia handles Sandeep Lamichhane, because he does bowl those googlies, and if you want to go reverse sweeping against googlies, they could cannon onto your stumps if you miss it.
Yesterday, he really played him well.
Short fine. Short fine leg. Oh, well played. Very circumspect. And of course, 2 men behind square on the off. A short third slightly, well, about 45. And a backward point. Cover point as well. Man in the cover for the little push. Huge gap on the leg side. So if Budia wants to just tap it towards leg, an easy 2 towards mid-wicket, we think. Oh, misses the ball, but that'll be a wide. Smart work by the keeper.
Yes, he's been on top of his game since yesterday. Keeping very well, good movement, good hands.
And he spotted that wrong one quickly. Asif moved to leg. Kept smartly. Tossed up in the air. Just over those 2 men inside the square. Behind square on the offside. Inside the circle. A trifle fortunate, Budia.
Yeah, and you know, like we've said, all the batters who've come in, they've looked to be more positive than they were yesterday, which is a good thing for the Kenya team.
Well, they've certainly showed more intent, and as we've been saying, running better with more purpose between the wickets. Again tosses it up. This one fetched from outside off to leg. Will they take the 2? No, slow start because he was down on one knee, Budia. So a late start for the single for him.
And we see fans still coming in, which is good for Kenyan cricket. We need all the support that we can get. And Nehemiah hits one down to long on for a single. It's been a good over so far for Sandeep Lamichhane.
Yeah, no boundaries yet, although there have been aggressive shots, but they haven't come off the middle of the bat. There have been some edges, some pushes from the outside half of the bat. Last ball of the over. Down leg, and he's... I'm sure he's very disappointed, Budia, that he missed that. Of course, it is a wide, they'll add to run. But you rarely get these opportunities to go down and sweep. Only the short fine to beat.
And any bet on it, either way of the short fine, you get your boundary.
To point. And a good call by Odhiambo, sending Budia back.
Finishes off with a dot ball, and Kenya 86 for 4 after 14. 6 overs to go. The sun is out today, Charu.
Well, I'm really glad to see the sun out. I was happy to go stand in the sun for a while. It's fairly cold in Nairobi, so the sun helps.
Yeah, you know, we're also happy to see the sun out. It's been very cold the last few months.
Yeah, I didn't quite bring myself a jacket, which was a pity because you guys are smarter. You got a jacket on. Good for you. Maybe I'll go get one for myself. Got too close to the ball. Had the right idea to dance down the track, did Nehemiah Odhiambo. Just got too close to the pitch of the ball. But the bowler will be warned, Bashir, that Odhiambo is happy to rush out. Yeah, he pulls his length back. No, way down leg. Come on. Love the sun. I'm a sun man, Steve. Yeah. See the sun. My whole mind, body, soul enjoys it. Goes big. Doesn't catch it. Straight behind though. And that is a boundary, a welcome one. I think he didn't quite get the sweetest part of the bat, but got enough. Straight behind the bowler. Very tough for long on.
Again, using his feet, and Nehemiah jumping out and slapping it over the bowler. 1-2 bounce.
What does Bashir come back with? Short. Spanked away, but straight to the cover sweeper. You know, sometimes you hit these really good-looking shots, middle of the bat. All you get is a single, which is the same thing you get when you just push it somewhere in the infield, take a single.
But the intent, I think, when you're playing the big shot, you're looking for the boundary. Unfortunately, the ball goes straight to the fielder. Sometimes you lose your shape when you're doing that.
Yeah, that's much better. Just using the wrists. Still, the deep mid-wicket will allow only a single. Nice sharp throw comes in.
Nehemiah was interested in the second run, but Budia sent him back.
That was a good move because Dipender Singh Irie, the boundary at mid-wicket, moved in very smartly. He's got a good arm. I think all players, as you get into the series, should know who has a good arm, who doesn't. Cut away. This should be 4. Yes, it is.
That's a good shot from Nehemiah. This, I think, is from the previous ball where he double-stepped, has forced the bowler now to drop it a little bit short.
15 overs gone, 98 for 4. Beginning to look better now for Kenya, just as it did yesterday. They accelerated quite magnificently towards the end, got to that 130 mark, even though they had lost quite a few wickets. Today they've lost fewer wickets, and they are now just short of 105 overs to go. So if you somehow try and get 9 to 10 runs and over. You're looking at 150, which should be a much better challenge for the Nepal team. Sandeep Lamichhane trying to organize his forces. I think he's given the ball up to Pavan, I believe, or maybe Irie it is. And in the commentary box, very happy to welcome Kennedy Obuya with me as Steve takes a welcome break. The sun is out, Kennedy. Oh, I'm loving it.
The sun is out, and tighten your belt. It's got to go now. This is the best time. Tighten your belt. The Kenyans have got to try and accelerate now. At least 7-8 runs and over. Fast ball starts, good ball. Very, very, very good. We didn't give it any air at all. Nice and flat.
Yeah, Budia jabbed down at it. Squirted into the offside for a single.
He's not going to toss it now anymore.
I don't think so, because he'll just bowl it nice and flat and wait for the batsman to try and push it up in the air. Ooh, very quick. Odiambo late on that cut.
Yeah, he's just darting it. Jump a little bit outside off stump, go extra covers.
Shot. The kind of strength that Odiambo got on that. Yet, of course, there was long off. Budia wants the two, but Odiambo, while running towards the long off, realized, well, maybe there isn't. Well fielded. Good clean pickup.
Yeah, good running. Good running in between the wickets. Again, good fielding. And he picked it up and released this as quickly as he could.
Dipender Singh Irie batted really well yesterday for his team. Oh, gone!
Oh. That's what I call good bowling.
Yes, he darted it in. And of course, unfortunately, Budia playing all over it. Was trying to dance down and missed the line completely. He played all over it. And smart work by the keeper. He's done really well, Arif. Down the leg, and even here, collecting it. There was so much happening on the pitch. It's easy to take your eye away from the ball, but he did very well, the keeper from Nepal.
Very, very, very good keeping. As we wicket keepers, we tell keepers, young keepers, stay low. It's much easier. Watch the ball. When he's keeping, when our bowler's gone round, move a little bit wide. You'll get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
And that brings the end of Sachin. Beautiful small innings.
Well, he showed us his reverse ability again. Nice boundary that, but unfortunately for Kenya, going a little too soon today.
Yeah, we get it on. It's not going to be exciting, and that's something that the batsman should read very quickly. If you're sharp enough, you must understand. If he's darting it, play him as a medium pacer. You can't play him as a spin. So look to hit him straight on, extra covers because he's bowling away from you. But they're trying to get it out of off stump and bring it on the leg stump, which makes it more difficult.
Yep, you make a good point. You play along the line, always easier to get the runs. Sometimes you have to play a cross in T20 to get the big shots. But when you're not trying the big shot, just play it along the line, so much easier. A wicket for Irie in his first over. It's a good change by Sandeep Lamichhane as a new man comes in. Eugene for Kenya.
Yeah, Eugene is a fast young bowler. He's known for...
One of the changes today, correct?
Yes, exactly. And he bowls quick. He can be quick. He's a young, talented, quick bowler. I think they decided to attack with spin, with pace today. Oh, what a start! What a start! That's what you're looking for. 6 runs.
He comes in, first ball, just slightly tossed up, was full. And Oching says, well, let me show you what I can do. Handsome and high into the tree, well outside the boundary line. Scatters the spectators there.
You can't ask for anything more than that. What a start. Balls it on his half. I said it earlier. Tighten your seatbelt. It's going to fly everywhere at the moment.
Ooh, darted in by Irie. Almost like a medium pacer. Because there is no target. quickly remind everybody, apologies for the error, it is Lucas who's coming. Not Eugene.
Yeah, from where he left yesterday.
Yeah, he batted really well yesterday and bowled well too. We were talking about that. So, no surprises. He came in 6 off the very first ball. Massive shot. Now, though, Odhiambo facing Sompal, who's come back after bowling 2 really tight overs, maidens. Third, he went for a few. This is final over.
Starts with a slower ball. Very good change of pace. He bowled very well initially.
Yeah, well, you might see on Sompal's left thumb, it's pretty heavily bandaged right now, going for that return catch. It was very sharp. He obviously didn't get a big palm to it, got the upper part, the thumb, and he went quickly to get some attention. He's all taped up now, bandaged up, but of course, he bowls right-handed. So even though you bowl right-handed, if your left is not feeling too comfortable, it'll always throw you off a bit.
And that's what let's hope he's fine because we really need him. He's quite an exciting bowler. We really need him for the whole series. He's been bowling well.
Dashed away. Oh, as that Lamichane in the covers. The ball ricochets. They should have looked for 2. They didn't.
That's exactly what you're saying. That's totally poor running. Should be expecting to run. He's fielding on 30 yards at the moment. Sandeep, and they're still waiting for him. It's easier. Everything you hit, you get contact with it now. They're thinking of defending boundaries, not singles.
Yeah, what happened there is went straight to Sandeep and they said, well, that's going to be 1. But of course, it wasn't fielded too well. The pull! Just to the left of short fine. That will go for another boundary. Well done. Not quite from the middle of the bat, but enough on it. No chance for short fine. And the deep square kind of sprint to his right was also a couple of steps late.
And that's what we want to see. That's what improvise. That's what they call it, improvise. He walked into a off stump, change of pace, but he still managed to manipulate the ball on the leg side. Good shot.
Yeah, well thought out. Sompal Kami, his pace has dropped compared to his earlier overs. I suspect because of that injury, who alone knows.
Yeah, but he's mixing it up well now because he knows that they'll go after him. So the more slower balls you have, the better.
Upish, that might also go for a boundary. Oh yes, it does. The cover sweeper unable to make ground to his left. It was in the air, but to the right of backward point. Very smartly played. Back-to-back boundaries of Sompal Kami. Odhiambo is on fire.
He waited. The good thing is he waited, and then cut it late. He's mixing it up. He's not bowling the quicker ones. I've not seen any of the Yorkers from him, all the bouncers. You've got to make use of those 2 balls. They're very, very crucial at this time. He's got a slower ball. He's proved he's got the slower ball. He's got his normal stroke ball. But the bouncer and the Yorkers, I haven't seen any.
I say once again, I think that injury is hampering his thought process. Whoa, huge! Over wide, long on. That's a massive 6. Sompal Kami, a slightly slower one, but it was fuller. And Nehemiah Odhiambo got fabulously underneath that massive 6, Kennedy. Great to see.
It's that's exactly what I was saying. He's trying to bowl a Yorker now, but he's bowling right on the slot. Nehemiah didn't hesitate at all. Big one, massive one. And that's what I'm saying. I said it earlier. Tighten your seatbelt. They're going to fly all over now.
You said it. Well, I hope somebody's going to get that ball back. It's gone a long way into the car park, has just come back in. Nehemiah Odhiambo showing his big hitting abilities, and Sompal Kami feeling the brunt of that now. 4, 4, 6. The last 3 balls already given 16 runs away from this over. And imagine, his first 2 were maidens. So this is seriously denting his figures, Sompal Kami's. 1 ball still to go. Where does he bowl it now?
And that's what we want to see, if we can get it right.
Well, slightly slower one. Odhiambo gives it everything through the kitchen sink at it. Missed completely. Yet a very good over for Kenya. 17 gone, 1-2-1 for 5.
Good off from the Kenyans. They strike it well. They can keep on accelerating like that. If they can get another 15 and that 1 big over, it will make a difference. squeeze in some runs, Kenyans. Come on, let's Kenyans ball it. If Nepal can ball it tight, and if Kenya can accelerate towards the end, I'm looking at 140, 150.
150, Kennedy. Let's not be conservative.
150 would be 150 would be a good score to bowl on.
Yeah.
But talking of that, the spinner's coming, but it's not bowling spin anymore.
No, he's just racing it in, jamming it in. Got him. Leg stump uprooted. And Lucas is not going to do too much damage today. It's amazing that they're unable to read the fact that he's just darting them in. Good ball. Irie strikes again. And it's 1-2-1 for 6. They've lost a big one here, Kennedy.
Yeah, that's a quite huge one. And look at the ball. He's darting in. And that's what I would say. A Yorker is a Yorker. It doesn't matter. Yeah, he didn't give him room at all. He bowled it right in there. Yeah. And that is the end of Lucas. We're expecting some fireworks. But Odhiambo, it looks like he's going to make it up for Lucas. The captain walks in. So brother to brother, both brothers are betting. Can Ngoche give us another beautiful 20, 15 runs? Lands Kenya to a little bit of a competitive score.
Did I try and ask you earlier, or is this a losing battle? What's with the names here? Nehemiah Odhiambo, brother of Shem Ngoche?
We spoke about this and I told you very clearly. We have three names, like Kennedy Otieno Obuya.
Right.
So there's Collins Omondi Obuya. There's David Odhiambo Obuya. So there's three names, yeah. But we normally, some people prefer to use the middle name.
How you
But
are?
the surname is, by the end of the day, is Ngoche's.
Well, Nehemiah better use Ngoche, because that's the surname. It's confusing us all. All right. Well, names are one thing. Batting ability is another.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, darts it in. And Shem can only just about jab his bat down, bottom of the bat.
He's not giving them room at all. Play the pedal sweep. Yeah, good one. Can they squeeze in one?
Well, it's just the one, but
He's darting it well and he's bowling it in good areas. For them to pick him to bowl on the last overs, last 2-3 overs, he must be a very good bowler who can dart it in.
well, you have to disturb his length. He's bowling nice and full. Middle stump. Nehemiah tried to sweep, missed it completely. And he will not want to take a look at that footage again. Lost his middle stump because of that attempt. Again, the speed is something they haven't been able to gather. It just came too quickly.
Yeah, it looks it, and that's what we say, that the shot was zoned, but he went too much on the off stump. If we just stayed where he is, get a pedal sweep it, definitely get runs on it. But unfortunately, that brings the end of a beautiful batting from Nehemiah Odhiambo with a 31. Quite entertained with a few sixes.
Well, he batted well, no doubt about it. And this is the time he would be looking to accelerate to get his team to maybe that 150 mark we've been talking about. But the loss of these two quick wickets, I'm afraid, has put a bit of a break on the scoring now. And looks like 135, 140. We'll settle for that. Unless there's a surprise here about somebody hitting big.
And that's when you're betting, that's something that you must be very careful of. Sometimes we look too much way ahead, but you go on small steps. So I think the Kenyans didn't go on small steps. They were looking at 140, 150 instead of getting one ball at a time.
Well, the captain's with him. Smartly turned away the leg. Will they take the two? It's in the gap. Yep, Shem Ngoche wants the second. He'll have to motor. Didn't put in the dive, which is a bit strange, because he knew he could see the throw coming in. Unless he's so confident that he made his ground, he should have put in the dive. Are they going to go upstairs? Maybe not.
The umpire is still checking, he's not sure. I don't know what, I'm not sure if he's going upstairs. Better just go upstairs straight away.
Well, Shem Ngoche is very confident that he's
Straight
there.
away, he's gone upstairs. He's gone upstairs.
Well, we took a look at that. I'm not too sure. In our monitor, it's burning a bit. But what do you think?
It's a tight one. I can't see the line.
Yeah.
It's quite tough. There you go. 1, 2. I think it's good.
Ooh, just about
Tough
made it.
one.
Maybe one frame, a microsecond. But still, I'd like to have seen the dive, if you don't mind, Kennedy.
Young people, this generation of cricketers go to dive. Our generation, we never used to dive at all. Run in, take easy singles, stop the ball with your boot.
Yeah, I think he's made it. So Shem will be breathing a little easier now. I just need a little more communication between Shem now and Bundi, because the captain's out there. Surely he will be able to organize the batsman on the other side, saying, what do we do now? Of course, these are just plans and they may work and they may not, but Bundi needs to just follow what the skipper says here. The skipper saying, listen, I'm going to take the bulk of the strike. You push, take the single, make sure you don't give any dot balls away, because those at this stage are going to be pretty disastrous. Irie still bowling so well. 2 wickets in this over.
Bowled well, bowled nice and flat, bowled in the block hole, didn't give them room at all.
Well, from outside off, he sweeps. There is a deep square, so only a single. That shot was a little dangerous. Good throw comes in. Very good over by Sandeep Lamichhane, the skipper, including taking a valuable wicket of the opposite skipper. That acceleration that we were hoping for the moment not coming from Kenya. After this, they'll have only 1 over. Up in the air, should be easy. Short third, very easily taken. The ball was swerving, so not much for Eugene today.
Eugene today, and that's what I'm saying. Sandeep has bowled it very well. He's bowled it away from them and spin it away. Look at that, away from your arc. You got to try and play extra covers. Everybody's looking to play him straight away on the leg side, but he's very kind, and he's bowling it slower. So either you use your feet and play it on this side on the off, or you're definitely in trouble. That's very good bowling, outstanding performance from Sandeep. Now from here, can they play all the overs? At least you've got 1 over left. At least try and get to 130, 135, 140. Looks like 135 would be a good score. Just pick 1s and 2s.
He bowled very well yesterday, Raj Patel.
Yeah, he's a very good bowler.
But his team needs a few runs. He's not the strongest, if I may say so, without any disrespect.
Yes.
Needs to hit the gym a little more like you, Kennedy. Get some muscle on him if he's to hit the big ones. But he's at the non-strikers right now.
All those spinners, we tell them they are telling fast bowlers, why run all the way? And you still get the same wicket. Eugene is facing, Eugene tries to go over the top, nothing. Single, he's darting it. And he's bowled very well. I'm impressed with the areas that he's bowled. It didn't give room at all.
It does get a bit of bat in it, but his length is such, there's all the batsmen who faced him are finding it very difficult to get underneath that. They're also a little late on the ball, so it's going along the ground, which is fine, and they've got the bottom of the bat, they've had to jab it down a couple of times. This is just brilliant from Irie. Where was he hiding all these days?
He's bowled well.
Yes.
He's bowled well this series, but the Kenyans are looking onto him one way, that way. Go extra covers, create some room and try and go that side. It's a little bit easier. You'll get a full face.
Let's see what young Patel can do. Only 4 deliveries left in the innings. 129 the score of Kenya. I'm sure they'll get past the 130 they made yesterday, and they made Nepal struggle to get those runs. Maybe 135, who knows? Irie, 4 balls to go. Ooh, gets a bit of an inside edge. He better get back in time, because Asif is very quick as a skipper. Irie still busy asking the umpire.
Where is it going? Let's have a look. There it go.
Inside edge.
Inside edge and also drifting down leg. Looks like it's drifting.
Irie's bowled so well, just darting it in. Very full length. Finally, the slower one. Will they take the 2? It's in the gap. You've got to take the 2. I don't think Eugene trusts Patel's hitting ability. He says, I'll take this if you don't mind.
Oh, don't worry. I've got to hit it over the fence.
Okay. 2 balls left. What's going to happen here? Yeah, still couldn't get underneath that. He's a big man, here's Eugene, but...
he's bowling it well. He's not giving them room to go to underneath at all. He's just bowling it there, right on the block hole.
Well, you know that he's going to bowl you there. I thought they might charge him a bit. Last ball of the innings, 131 the score. It's young Patel on strike. Tries to swing big. Went straight to cover. Sandeep Lamichhane, the man there, he's pretty annoyed that he let another 1 run go. So Kenya managed 2 better than the first T20 today. Here at the Nairobi Gymkhana ground, they're 132 for 8 in their 20 overs. And I wonder what Sandeep Lamichhane will make of this total. Irie, of course, bowled really well, Kennedy.
Outstanding performance from him. He bowled it, especially when the slow overs, he bowled it where it was, where the batsman couldn't get underneath, and he bowled it nice and flat. But field placing also was very good. He bowled right straight on his field. That leaves Kenya with 130 to win. So it's going to be a very interesting one. Yesterday they nearly defended this. So today it's a different ball game. The sun is out. The wicket looks more flatter. It's got more even bounce.
And I wonder how Nepal will approach their chase, because yesterday they got stuck a bit. Till eventually, of course, they managed to get there with a few balls to spare. But today there have been a couple of bowling changes also in the Kenyan 11. And I wonder if there'll be a better bowling performance, because yesterday, one of them, I'm forgetting who.
Elijah.
Yeah,
bowled some serious wide balls was there. And,
that was a seriously bad over. But he's not playing today. They have hopefully a tighter bowling attack. Kenya, and they will look forward to defending that 132 with all their might here at the Nairobi Gymkhana. When Nepal returns after a short while, they will need to score 133 to go 2 up in this T20 series here in Kenya. Thanks for joining us. We'll take a very short break. We will thank you again for your continuing